Good morning and welcome to another edition of YakAboutAYak. I'm your host, Black Sparrow. We are on beautiful Lake Erie this morning. The conditions couldn't be any better. There's barely a breeze in the air. The water is like glass. And thanks very much to the town of Port Colbourne, who has just recently installed, since last I've been here, a ramp all the way to the water. Now this ramp is used for individuals in wheelchairs wanting easy access down to the water, but if you have a kayak with a cart, it makes for a nice easy roll right down to the water's edge. So we got the kayak all rigged up this morning, and what do we have here? We are back this morning with some worms. Oh yeah. All right. We'll see you out on the water. See you on the flip side. So we're headed out this morning to the point where the break wall is. Paddled out about halfway so far. Got the Minn Kota going now. Getting set. Getting into position. We're going to try with the real worms this time and see if that makes any difference this morning. Alright, let's see. We're at 10 feet of water here, on our way to 15. Pretty much a sandy bottom. Alright, got the worm harness all rigged up. First cast of the morning. Well, the one thing that there are definitely a lot of here in Lake Erie, unfortunately, are gobies. Let's see if we can get this closer. Gobies, they're an invasive species. They eat all the eggs of the nesting fish, and if you take a look in the fishing guide, the fishing regulations, it'll say gobies need to be destroyed. They cannot be thrown back alive into the water. So take your knife and dispose of them properly. There's another boat fishing out just off the rocks by the lighthouse now. So it looks like I'm in some competition at this point. A lot of boats come speeding through that entranceway to the Welland Canal, and the waves can get pretty heavy. We're right here at the lighthouse now. We're trying the opening of the Welland Canal. The only problem with this area, especially if you're in a kayak, is there's a lot of boat traffic. So you do have to navigate the waves. But let's give it a shot. Check this out. Harbor feature. There's a beast for you. So see, here's the proof that this area does catch fish. Let's see, I believe he's got a nice sized bass over there. Nice sailboat going through the area. Those are the kind of waves I like from the sailboat. These guys have been fishing here for about an hour. Same with me. Other than gobies, the bite's a little off this morning. But maybe we'll try another area for perch or something. All right, well, we've been fishing in the lake for a little while. Needed to stretch the legs, so we're on the breakwall. On the breakwall in Lake Erie, Port Colbourne. Fishing off the rocks, and let's see how we do. So here we are, breakwall. We'll try fishing off these rocks for a little bit. Out there is Nickel Beach. The tip is not a bad place to fish either. I may try there, or just straight out in these waters. Let's see what we can pick up. All right, so we got a worm harness rigged up. We're gonna try firing her out, see what happens. So, first worm, first cast on the breakwall. Not a bad little spot to fish. Good place to stretch the legs and keep fishing at the same time. All right, so I'm definitely getting bites out here. Things are starting to look up. Let's keep going. So this time I try something a little bit different. Letting it sink, counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. Before I start reeling again, it gives the worm a chance to sink down to where the fish are at. Yep, definitely. They're out there. Shouldn't be long now. Let's keep going. Add another worm. Keep at her. So with a fresh worm and a slightly new casting angle, I cast it into the same location where I was getting the bites. And after a short while, it paid off. All right, well, we fished the breakwall for a while, and was it prosperous? It sure was. We got bass. Oh yeah, bass on the breakwall. What an adventure. All right, so I'm gonna head out into the lake again and see if we can get a couple another big ones. So a fairly successful day out on the water here. What did I learn? Ringworms, definitely. They're hitting on worms. Gobies are hitting on worms, but you don't want to just be feeding the gobies. You want to be catching the big ones. Where? Out in about 25 feet of water. But in a kayak and with the waves, I'm not too comfortable just yet. Anyways, did I hook up with anything? Oh yeah, I caught me a bass. Not a big one, but you know what? She's a nice little size, but definitely not going to keep this one. So we'll just give her a little kiss, mwah, and send her back where she came from. See you, little guy. And that's the way it goes. So, hope you enjoyed another episode of Yak About a Yak. I'm your host, Black Sparrow. Till next time, take care.